your first time really touring the United States? Because you guys did, what, 50 tour dates?
Oh, man, yeah. I mean, like, no, this is not the first time. We came here, obviously, maybe 2001, and I've been here a few times with other, you know, other artists and stuff like that. But in Sade, we get huge love. In America, it's ridiculous. For the show itself, for those people that haven't seen the show, or for those people that have seen the show, we've got a lot of backline. We've got 12 of these massive juggernaut trucks that carries a lot of our equipment. We've got 9 tour buses. Some are down at the loading dock, some are here. It's a big production to make it what it is, you know. But at the same time, I think
which one of these is your bus?
This one right here.
So
Yeah.
what's been one of the cities that you've had the most fun in on the tour?
Oh man, I mean that's a hard question because like every place we've been has been amazing, and I think what it is more than anything, I think because 10 years ago was the last time we was in the States, so I think now for the fans and for us, every night is like opening night because those fans haven't seen us for 10 years. I mean, remember 10 years there was no Facebook, there was no MySpace, there was no YouTube. So a lot of these fans, they still don't look on YouTube and check all that kind of stuff out. They might get the Facebook, but they've not, just out of respect, they've not looked at any of it. It's like literally it's like opening night every place that we go to. So it's been amazing.
You're on the
studio. I can tell you now, like I said, I've worked with a lot of people, but she knows exactly what she wants and exactly what she's hearing. You know, many times we've been in rehearsals and she says that bit is wrong or that note is wrong. And we're all like, no, we've rehearsed it, it's right. This is wrong. We strip it down, and she's right. From the Ultimate Collection, you can hear me on, I think, Baby Father. I'm singing on Baby Father, I'm singing parts on that. As well as there's a new song called I Would Never Have Guessed, which is just basically a duet between me and Sade.
And I am so honored and excited to be speaking with Miss Sade Adu today. How are you doing?
I'm good. Nice to be here too.
You're here in the States. You're doing an amazing tour. Can we talk about that for a minute?
It's the biggest thing we've done really since, well, probably the biggest tour we've done ever and the biggest production. And it's after a long time of being away. It's 10 years since we last were out on the road. So it's huge for us. But we're enjoying it. And as we get momentum, it seems to get better. You know, the whole experience is great.
I got to see the show the other day, and it is amazing.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful production. You still look so beautiful. It sounded amazing. I'm very excited, and anyone who hasn't seen the show, you need to make sure you get some tickets because you'll be very glad that you did. But you guys have been selling out pretty much everywhere, haven't you? Yeah,
it's been going pretty well actually. We've been really lucky. Yeah.
And also, you've got another album out right now. In case some people don't realize, the Ultimate Collection.
Yeah.
I actually have that. It's amazing.
It was kind of hard in a way to choose the tracks, but in the end they sort of just had to choose themselves and just sort of jump at you, and it's not that easy because sometimes the ones that aren't the most popular may be the favorites for the band, but we just let it sort of choose itself and feel. So just so that it felt like right going from one track to the other. And one of the reasons in the end we committed to doing it was because we were going to record a couple of new tracks, and we went into the studio and we recorded three tracks, two new songs of ours and a cover of Thin Lizzy's song, which we've always loved, especially me and Stuart Mackinman in the band. And my first collaboration with Tony actually is on one of the new songs.
And that's Tony Momrell. He's an amazing vocalist.
Oh yeah, he sings like a bird. So lucky to have him in my world.
Yes, I want everyone to know how much of not only are you beautiful on the outside, you seem to be, to me, so beautiful on the inside. It was just like, at first I was all nervous coming in there, and then, and I was shaking, and I said, oh, you made me feel comfortable within minutes. It was just like meeting a friend, and people,
well, thanks.
You come off as very mysterious to everyone. Because you're very private, no one knows much about you. And do you live in England now?
Yeah, I live in the countryside. I grew up in the country. I'm a country girl at heart. And then when I was 17, I went to live in London, and I've been there most of my life. but then I guess I was always going to go back to my roots, and I just went and I just live in the beautiful part of England, and I love it.
Then let's talk about that amazing band that you have. It seems that, you know, you still got a lot of your original band members. It's a great marriage. I mean, it's almost kind of seamless. Everything seems to be so perfect for the whole situation.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, I think we've learned and we've grown as people and together as a band, and it's not always been perfect, but we're sort of getting there. We've ironed out stuff, and you know, generally something good is going to come out of something good. That's what I always think, and because we sort of love each other, and you know, we wind each other up too, but generally, you know, there's a good feeling, and I think something good is bound to come out of that, you know.
Yeah. So, you know, during this tour, have you had any big memorable moments or anything amazing that you're like, wow, this is just a great moment?
Well, really, the moment for me is that moment when I come out on stage every night and feel, you know, the energy that I feel coming back from the people out there. That's the moment, you know. And what's nice is that I can relive the moment every time I go on stage, but it's different because everywhere there's a new kind of feeling, new kind of energy, new electricity. It's different wherever, but it still gives me an amazing feeling.
Who came up with that amazing concept with the show? I mean, it's like nothing anyone's ever seen before.
No, that was all of us combined, but mainly Sophie Muller, who directed the show, with me and Baz Halpin, who's a big lighting designer from Ireland, and we just sort of concocted it together, and with Sophie directing. Yeah, and it's big. I mean, it's bigger than anything we've ever done before, but I think it's better than anything we've ever done before as well. It sort of holds us up. It's like a big safety net for us, you know.
Would you say you classify it as anything?
No, not really. And when we're in the studio, it sort of comes, it's all about feelings. It's about what you feel. If it feels right, then it's right. That's the rule, you know. And if it doesn't make you feel anything, if when we're writing, it doesn't make me personally feel anything or feel attached or excited or sad or happy or just feel something that has some kind of value, then it gets dismissed, and that's the sort of the stick we measure everything with when we're in the studio. So I think that sort of that's what resonates with people.
Well, I know that you got to go because you have a show tonight. I don't want to keep you. Thank you so much for talking to me and my audience, and you made my day.
You made mine too. If you're happy, I'm happy.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's just nice to talk to you, and it was nice to meet you. You know, I hope it's good for your show and all the good people out there.
Yes, well, we all love you.